Hey guys, my name is Jordan and I'm on the client rep team at Marriage Helper. In my role, I typically help guide you to the very best resources that we have that can improve your marriage. Dr. Beam and Kimberly have asked me to read a couple questions that you all have submitted. This first person asks, my wife says, I can't have sex with you if we don't have an intimate relationship in our marriage. I say to her that I can't have an intimate relationship with you if you refuse to have sex with me. Maybe both of us are wrong. What should we do?
All right, Dr. Joe, sexologist. Who is right? She says, I can't have sex if we don't have intimacy in our relationship. And he says, I can't have an intimate relationship with you if you won't have sex with me.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. And it's like, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. In this particular case, prepare yourself to be surprised. I'm going to side with the wife.
Hurrah!
A man, so he actually sided with the female side of this. I'm not trying to beat the guy up. I'm really not. But there's something here you need to understand. You can have emotional intimacy without having sex. You see, when we study intimacy and talk about intimacy, we talk about into me see. It's about openness, trust, vulnerability, those kinds of things. And that can be done whether you have sex or not. So if you're saying, no, we can't have intimacy unless I have sex, the answer is you're only thinking about sex as being the only way to be intimate. But intimacy has to do with the relationship you develop with another person. Am I not right, Kimberly?
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's that when we look at love, when we look at what leads to love from a scientific perspective, there's three components, one of which is intimacy, like you were just talking about. It's that this is my best friend. I can be open, vulnerable, transparent, all the things with them. And that has nothing to do with sex.
Actually, it has a lot to do with sex.
From that.
From
right.
that,
It's
as
a
result.
foundation of what can lead to great sex or sex at all. But typically in a relationship, like think back to when people start dating, typically people don't start by having sex, typically. And it is our
And if it
our
does
view they
start that
shouldn't.
way, it often doesn't develop into intimacy.
Right. It's a different type of relationship and one that I don't believe is healthiest for the person. So instead, it's that you get to know them, you trust them, you like them, you develop this intimacy together, and then it can lead to sex. So the intimacy is that one part of love. Passion, of course, is the other. It's a desire for oneness, which even in and of itself doesn't have to be sexual.
It has a sexual component, but you're right, it's bigger than that.
Bigger than that. And then commitment. And all of these are really the foundation for a great sex life, knowing you're committed to me, knowing that we have a desire to be one together, and knowing that we have an intimate relationship can lead to great sex.
And so when a woman, it could be a man saying the same thing, by the way, but in this case, it's a woman, when she says, I can't have an intimate relationship with you. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't have a fulfilling sexual fulfillment with you. I can't have sex. I'll just read it directly. I can't have sex with you if we don't have intimate relationships in our marriage. Listen to what she's saying. What's the statement behind that? Here's what I'm hearing. Now, I don't know her, so this is somewhat of a guess, but I think I'm going to be right. What she's saying is, I don't want to be your sexual object. I want to be your sexual partner. And if we don't have intimacy and you just want sex with me, then it's kind of like marital prostitution. I'm having sex with you because of the fact that I get, we live in the same house, we share our income, et cetera, but I don't want to have sex with you just because of those kinds of things. I want to have sex with you because of the fact that I feel close to you. And so if you look at that and she's saying, I don't want to have sex where I'm not feeling close to you, rather than being angry about that or rejecting that, understand that she's actually saying to you, I do want to be very, very close to you. My early mentor, Paul Torrance, taught me, and many others, by the way, everything that happens outside the bedroom affects what happens inside the bedroom, and everything that happens inside the bedroom affects what happens outside the bedroom. So in that sense, yes, her having sex with you becomes a big factor. But understand it's what is outside the bedroom that's affecting what's happening inside the bedroom. So could a person be intimate in the sense of how we understand intimacy, and likely she's talking about intimacy, and not have any sex at all?
They could. Yeah.
Because it's about openness, transparency, trusting, accepting. I like you. I love you. I respect you. The more we know about each other, even the things that could be turnoffs, we still accept and love each other. That creates this deep emotional bond. Then sex becomes a natural fulfillment. It's a very natural fulfillment of that bond. And so I would say to you, young man, I'm assuming you're young, I would say to you, young man, this: work on becoming your best friend. It's not going to hinder your sex. It's going to help your sex. Now, if you're thinking about, I want it to be more exciting and that kind of stuff, and you don't have exciting sex with your best friend, actually you can. Gentlemen, for guys, sex is a reaction. Put a stimulus in front of us when we're ready to have sex. Something we see, something we hear, something we smell, like a certain kind of perfume, and our bodies can prepare for sex rapidly. For women, sex is a decision. It's not a reaction to stimuli. It is a decision. Do I want to do this or do I not want to do this? And if you understand that, then you understand that intimacy is the most important thing to precede sex. Develop that relationship with her where she can feel close to you, and then she'll want to have sex with you. Does it sound like I'm beating guys up here?
They need to be beaten up. You're giving them the truth of what they need to hear.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm a traitor. I'm trying to guess this all. I'm not trying to beat guys up. I'm trying to point out how it really works.
Yes.
Right?
That's right. That's right.